We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Tonight, the third of 3 on this Wild Card Sunday. It's the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. First carry for Joe Mixon. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. Here we go. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face 3rd and a yard. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick 6 and an early touchdown. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Wild Card Weekend. A return now from the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Unbalanced look to the left here on first down. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. That's caught. It's Joe Mixon.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender, botting his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit, because that one went nowhere.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
3rd and 6. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes Tommy Townsend to punt for Houston. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Facial Tootin. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
That's to the left side. Taken in by Coleman.
At the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. From the gun, Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Facial Tootin. A pickup there of 13. First down, Jacksonville.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they need to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
13, pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down. So, a couple of first downs will give them first and 10. They're at the 41.
Come back, team. 70 Lions.
Out of a shotgun, Richardson. That's complete. Calvin Austin. His first catch of the wild card game. And good for a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space. And
he will score! Facial Tootin. Touchdown, Jaguars. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Jaguars move out on top. 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's first and 10. Now, Stroud. That is caught. And he will score. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Now, Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans are on the board. It's now 14-7. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Ready, set. 18, Pioneer.
On first and 10, here's Richardson. He'll find his rookie wide out from Texas. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. here on first down. They'll get that out to Mixon. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5. It sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 32.
Stroud to throw. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
In motion now, it's Collins. Past midfield to the 45. And he will go all the way. Go Mixon. Touchdown, Texans. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, here comes Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Jeanette, Dragon 60, Panther 6.
Throwing, Richardson. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Forced to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's good for 27 and a 1st down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, here's 2. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the
19
43-yard line.
Come on. Set. 19, 60.
Richardson. Complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Handoff. It's 2. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st down.
18, Pioneer.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Chap 60, Chap Hawk 70.
Now Richardson.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
Buffalo at Cougar 19.
2nd down throw for Richardson. That is caught side of the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Little on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Both team's ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. He tacks on a nice return to boot. He'll get this all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick first down.
On the second.
10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, they'll go back to 2. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give him 10 more on that one. And another first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup.
Ready from the 24 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Dragon 60.
Here's Richardson. Inside the 10, it is caught. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. And when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
And he'll take this one in. Facial shooting. Touchdown, Jaguars. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He'll go right and find his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. On 2nd down, Stroud. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. He's got his man. That's goal. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Leads to second and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Third, they need 8. From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
First down, Texans.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So, big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing on second down. Stroud. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And third down coming up.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
This one runs out of steam off the crossbar and comes back. No good. Everything's going wrong. Unable to cut into this big deficit. This time begins with a run by Tootin. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. C.J. Gardner-Johnson from the back makes the play.
Second and 6.
18, Pioneer.
On second down, Richardson. He finds Austin with the ground. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a first and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. That's caught over the middle by Thompson. Now the Jags will use their third and final timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. It's going to be third. They need 1. From the gun, Richardson. And this is caught on the sideline. The first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be fourth down.
A 46-yard attempt.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This fielded at about the 9. A good return as he takes it across the 30. first down. It's Stroud. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
On the quick, right? Tony.
Stroud going to set up to throw. Now a deep ball here for Collins. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
On the set. Ready.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier. And that catch gets him a first down. Up the middle, here is Chinton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long. But in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take him down for a loss.
He'll get rid of it and complete it.
Broncos. Stephanie, drop 50.
Richardson gonna look to throw. That's to the right side and incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
Mustang 19. Red 19 tight. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
Here's Richardson. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Here on 1st and 10. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. He's looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. It's 2nd down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
And he's going to have a Texans first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. To throw is Stroud. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
All right.
Now Stroud. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. That one business inside the 15-yard line. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. Back to throw. Stroud. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball. They get the man, and it's no gain.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
A second down throw for Stroud. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Now, Stroud. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Not fun here. Third and a lot.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw. This one is caught. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for two.
The Texans will line up for the
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. And he will not get to the goal line, so no tack it on 2 points. Still a 3-score game, as the difference is 18. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
79 Broncos.
On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Second and 10.
Seven Pirates. Buffalo.
Richardson to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Here we go. 65 catch. 60.
Now Richardson. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's got the first down. Not by a whole lot. Only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
They'll run. It's Tootin. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Second down throw for Richardson. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down. On the zone read, it's a give to Tootin. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long. Like, he's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
60 average. 60 average. Craft all 80. Come on. Trap 6.
Looking to throw. Richardson. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
One quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Second and a yard.
Smash.
We see a lot of this as they begin the fourth quarter on the ground.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third.
They'll look to pick it up with Titans. And he will have a Jaguars first down. I do believe he's going to get it by about a yard on 3rd and 3.
What a nice drive this continues to turn out to be. I mean, to continue to maintain possession and sustain this drive, you can feel the defense is starting to wear down. So they had an opportunity there to get off the field and come away with a third down stop, but they pick up just enough and get a fresh set of downs. Mike, anytime you're facing man coverage, there's 3 components. 1, the release. You got to get off the line and get into your route. Number 2, creating separation at the top of the break. And then number 3, no matter where the...
And he's got another one. Facial shooting. Touchdown, Jaguars. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
All right.
Here's Stroud. That's to the tight end, Stover. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Stroud. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Noel that time. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
On the 3, right?
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Stroud to throw here on first down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Dell. 11 yards on the connection there. First down for Houston. From the gun, here's Stroud. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Here we go. Stroud. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. Stroud to throw here on first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Now a deep ball here for Collins. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans are able to edge a bit closer.
Texans 27.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Austin now to return this. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Go!
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be marked out up around the 33. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
First and 10.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
37-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
So, from the 37, here's second and 6. Look wide, get this one complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Ready.
Third down, they need 5.
70 Ranger. Down, Buffalo 18. 65.
From the gun, Richardson. Got his man, it's complete to Thomas. And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The defense still has 3 timeouts, and we'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee. Second and 11.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So shout to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win for the Jaguars. They are moving on in these playoffs. Won't have a